Good afternoon, IHSA football family. How you guys doing? It is time now to get to the season so far of Johnston City football. And as we get into it, we look into their schedule and we get into the first games. Again, they did not play Edwards County and they changed it to Nashville. And I thought Johnston City actually was gonna. I thought Johnston City was actually gonna upset Nashville, but I was wrong. That's their only loss. Their only loss was the first game against Nashville. They beat El Dorado. Then the third week. The third week was the big time change in the state of Illinois with the big shocking game of them basically beating Fairfield High School. An absolute shocker of Johnston City. They go against Hamilton. They beat Hamilton. They beat Flora. They could not play last week against Vienna. Vienna canceled their season. They're going to JV. They have Sesser-Valier this Friday, and I see their last big game being the week after when they take on a tough White County High School team. That's going to be a very interesting game as we get into the schedule. And the main question will be, again, if Johnston City wins against Sesser-Valier, this is a great path for them to win that Black Diamond Conference Championship. And like I said before, when we get into the playoffs, can we get a Black Diamond Conference team into the state finals this year? That's going to be the big question. Be very interesting. I think that Johnston City's got what it has. And I also think Fairfield, too, is a good team as well. That needs to be talked about as well when we get into the IHSA playoffs. But this is about Johnston City. So we get into the team, and they have two leading receivers in Austin Brown. He played a little quarterback, but now he is at a wide receiver for them because they got a transfer quarterback, Heath Niebach. And I apologize if I massacre any names or pronunciations of names. I apologize. Austin Brown, and where are you? Corbin Hickey, two great wide receivers in the state, in the conference. Definitely, again, my belief is that they're going to focus more on the pass of Johnston City. Sesser-Valier's defense. I think they're going to focus more on the pass. Brock Baker, another interesting player for Johnston City as well. Where's the other guy? Xander Saylor as well. But Niebach is going to be another huge time player in this game. And again, he's having a great season right now for Johnston City, no doubt about that. And as we look a little bit later into the thing, I think, again, them focusing on the passing attack, I think it's going to be very interesting is the Johnston City offensive line going against that Sesser-Valier defensive line, and can they open up holes for a good running attack? Because that's going to be key again in this game, very key against this game. And we talk about defensive wise and that double wing offense of Sesser-Valier, which is an absolute pain sometimes. I coached against that double wing, and it's a pain in the butt. Not that double wing, but a bunch of double wing teams that does a double wing, and it's a pain. Again, the key thing for defenses is apply pressure. Go through your assignments, read your keys. That's going to be key for that defense. Also, defensive line of Johnston City, can they apply the pressure and can they close those gaps? And they have to stay in their gap assignment. That's going to be huge. Very huge tonight on Friday night. Very huge in this football game of the week as they take on, again, a Sesser-Valier team that's very scary in that double wing. And they got a leading rusher as well. That's going to be huge. And again, like I said, when we talk about the recruits, you can't talk about Johnston City without mentioning Austin Brown, one of the best recruits in the state. I consider him a top recruit. I consider him one of the most. I think if he were to live in Chicago, he would be rated the number one recruit in the state of Illinois, and I consider him the number one recruit in the state of Illinois. That's my personal feeling. I think the kid's just absolutely special. I think, personally, Austin Brown is probably one of the top 5 recruits in the Midwest, and I consider him a top 150 national recruit in the U.S. as well. So he's a hell of a player, high character kid, does everything. He's just that special type of player. And they also got some other special players on that roster as well. Corbin Hickey. I'm trying to. There's one more player I forgot to mention as well. I think it might be Isaiah Watson, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully, I'm not wrong. I saw some of the offense and defense. Very interesting. And again, Corbin Hickey, he's definitely a player I'm keeping a very close eye on Friday night, and especially also Brock Baker as well. Hopefully, I don't get the wrong name. But yeah, and looking at that Johnston City offensive line, because that for some reason, Johnston City always has one or two good linemen every year. I swear, it's big time in Johnston City. They get some big boys, no doubt about that. All right, so that is it for season so far with Johnston City, and make sure you follow Coach Big P and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Deep Dish Football live Wednesday night, 8 p.m. talking more about this game. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Thank you guys so much, and have a lovely day.